Best be on my way.
Open the bloody gate!
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the nine hells! Open the gate!
Damnable roach! Provoke the blade! And suffer its sting.
Get to the high ground! Raiders! Charge the bastards! For the absolute!
A better position.
On the move.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Torment!
Taking position.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
They were tenacious. I wonder what they wanted here, other than bloodshed.
I just wonder if the grubby little beasts had any friends, and if they're nearby.
No traps, please. Swift as my feet can carry me.
There are children here, you fool! We was running for our lives. You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt. With a thunk, the armored man collapses, unconscious.
Enough. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately!
Bigger fighting goblins for once.
Let's try to avoid any more punching. We need to find a healer.
His skull isn't as thick as I thought. Well, this seems like a lovely little spot. The sense of impending doom aside.
I've never had cause to visit a druid's grove before. Magic weighs heavier here, seeking solace in root and soil. Grounding, one might say.
This place seems remarkably tense for a sacred grove. Perhaps we shouldn't linger. But let's at least see if there's a healer to be found, first of all.
Every Githyanki has held a sword by age 6, and claims their first kill by age 10. Yet these tieflings claim barely a single warrior among them. It's a wonder they've survived even this long.
I should speak up.
Now that's settled. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor. A druid's grove, dedicated to the Oak Father Sylvanus. You'll find its keepers just as thorny, I fear. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the Inner Grove. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. The High Overseer, our Grand Protector, signed a pact with devils. It dragged Elturel straight to hell. Lucky for us, a group of adventurers found a way to bring the city back. Afterwards, people looked at us and just saw devilkin. No different from the druids here, really. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Turning your back on the needy to save your own skin? Maybe we'll get along after all.
I understand. I can only thank you for the help you've already given. If you'll excuse me, I'd best get my people moving.
Anything of use?
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. Ignorance is agony, my friend. I will include you in my prayers. I better get started, for your sake. Need anything else? Just some bits and bobs I no longer need? Sylvanas, guide your path.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too. Roland's right, sis. We should leave while we still can.
Or would you deny your brother here his chance at fortune in Baldur's Gate?
Fine. Let's sneak away like God's damned cowards. But if something happens to these people, it's on us. I hope you know that.
Children!
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
A fiend makes for poor company, unless it's been stuffed and mounted on your wall. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mindflayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. Well met. And call on me if you find a fix for this affliction of ours. Might even join you once that devil's met my blade. The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
A worthy ally, perhaps. But I'll waste no time chasing devils while a tadpole feasts on our skulls.
I've seen your people in battle. I reckon you are no mere warrior, but a god's damned army. I'd be a fool to let you turn your back. Pledge me your talents, and I'll pledge you mine. I'll presume that's Githyanki for yes. Now let's move.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two. It's that, or teach them to beg for their lives. The goblins will chase us to Baldur's Gate, and these kids know it. A warrior like you could lift their spirits. prefer when they smile.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing.
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
He was only a boy. And I just froze while the wall tore his head clean off. Never again.
You're right. I need to clear my head.
And step, parry, step, step, swing. Yes!
You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
Hold. And step, swing, parry, swing. Excellent.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lower. You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
Thanks. What do you want from me? On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me. Yes, your mediocre interrogation technique notwithstanding. The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak, roughly translated, idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more, infinities upon infinities.
What to bring?
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. Let's put that oak bucket.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Why, she sounds positively demented. I love it. Let's tell her everything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. Oh, whatever do you mean, Petal? Faye, I hope you're not calling me a dryad or, bless us and save us, one of those Eladrin, flighty buggers. I'm a simple woman, sweetie. Tea and potions are as exciting as it gets for these old bones. But enough nattering. I'll be heading home shortly. Here, let me mark it on your map. Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Petal.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days. Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions? Hey, bother. Take care now, sweetie. What do I do for some salt?
You're too long now. No helping it. We're exposed now. I miss my forge.
But that'll fit in my pack.
Hope the road isn't too bad. We're exposed now.
Watch your back. Let's crack it open.